I'm just trying not to be so serious. It's like, this is a game. Relationships, everything. I feel like everything is just a game. Sometimes I get taught, like, if my girl, like, let's say if my girl was to cheat on me or something, like, I'm going to throw that out. I would get caught up in the emotions of, wow, I'm so hurt. How could you do this? How could you do that? How could you do this? But if I meditate, and you allow me to sit there for a good 30 minutes, I'm going to realize, like, hey, why am I so attached to this thought of just, she can do whatever she want to do. I'm not obligated to her. She's not obligated to me. For real, it's a part of the game. It's like, this is what we created out here in this reality. It's a part of the game. Why am I so attached to the thought of that she's being like, she wasn't being loyal or something like that? So it's like everything just taken too seriously, man, when really we're just put here just to live out this experience and not be attached, but to feel everything of its entirety.
Exactly, dude. The ups and the downs. Just know that it is a game. Or I like to say it's somewhere between like a game, a ride, and a show. But either way, it's all the same concept. We're just kind of like going along for the ride, and we're just like residing as the witness, essentially, and knowing that we're greater than just this bodily vessel and all of its problems, you know. And once you realize it's a game, that's how you win the game, or at least that's how you start to win the game. Because then you can take a hold of the controller and you can play it how you want, and you know that like you can take life by the balls and just do whatever you can literally, anybody listening to this, you can do whatever you want. Like nobody's stopping you, bro. Like nobody. Like you might have certain kind of like criteria, like, you know, I'm not going to join the NBA tomorrow. I'm not saying like you can do anything like that. But what I'm saying is like within the parameters of your own life and your own circumstances, you can do and create the life that you want to. And I think that's the biggest thing I get from this whole spirituality thing is knowing that in the movie, I'm the main character, or in the game, I am player one. And from there, you can create whatever life you want to create, especially today in 2021 in the United States of America. Like nobody's stopping you. Nobody except yourself. It's really that simple.
That's the truth, man. You can really do whatever that you want to do. I think it just be mostly our brain create the doubt and everything like that. But once you really get a true sense of, like, you really feel that, like, you can do whatever you want to do, and you just let go of that, like, just like, I can do whatever I want to do, and everything's just going to attract to me, and everything's going to come to me naturally. And you let go of it, like, don't even think about it no more. Things starting to beautifully, like, it just appear, man. It just appear.
That's crazy. When the magic happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
That's what. Yeah,
like the manifestation thing, right? The law of attraction. Like when you first hear about it, it's like, wait, that doesn't, like, what are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. Like what? Like what are you talking about? You can do whatever you want. If I just like focus my mind, it's gonna come to me. But if you do it as like a science, and you actually say, like, I've done this before. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to attract X or manifest X. And, you know, a few weeks later, X comes into my life and it actually happens. I'm like, oh shit. Like if you actually treat it as like an experiment for yourself, you'll come to realize like, yo, this stuff is real. I don't know how it works, where it comes from, some kind of divine energy, the force, whatever you want to call it. There's something going on where your mind is like some kind of magnet. And if you keep that frequency and that vibration inside of your mind, it's going to come into your life. Like, it's like, that's one of the rules of the game. That's one of like the ways to play the game. For some reason, somehow somebody figured it out. If you just simply like visualize whatever you want, it will happen somehow. I don't know how, but it's magic.
What's interesting to me, man, that I was thinking about was like, because I look into Joe Dispenza a lot, and I look into how the subconscious mind works. I feel like there's definitely a divine energy that puts you at the right place at the right time. But I feel like our brain can control the body. You can make us do whatever we want to do or react to certain situations the way we want to react. I feel like, honestly, I don't know. This is what I don't know, but it's curious to think this way. Once you reprogram your subconscious mind, let's say you put affirmations up every day. I want to be a businessman, this certain type of business. And you put it on your bathroom mirror. Every time you use the bathroom, you're looking at it, you're looking at it, you're looking at it. You're envisioning. Like you can envision it, you can feel it, you can see it, you can see you doing it. I feel like your brain will literally, like a magnetic force, but it will get away from certain things that's not aligning with what it sees you and like sees you doing, because it doesn't know the difference from reality and imagination. Therefore, when you imagine this, it's like, why are you working here when we're this? We're really a businessman right now.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? So we're gonna look on Indeed today. We're gonna type this up today. We're gonna do this. We're gonna look on YouTube, gain more information. It's automatically making you do certain things that's gonna align you with what it believes you to be. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, and with that being taught, I feel like that has a lot to do. I feel like psychology and spirituality really goes hand in hand. Because when you get your subconscious align with your goals and manifest it, I feel like that's when the divine source, like, okay, cool, this is what he wants, what he gonna manifest. He's about to meet me halfway. You know what I'm saying? He's not expecting me to bring it to him, but he's about to meet me halfway because he's moving in this direction while manifesting this certain thing that he's like trying to get. He's already moving as if he's one with it, as if he's already became it. So I'm going to go ahead and put him in a position to meet this person, meet that person. I feel like that's when people come into your life. And that's when certain opportunities, you got to look for the opportunities and you got to be ready to meet that certain person. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like when people say like the certain someone will come into your life when you're ready to meet that certain someone. Until then, work on yourself. Because you got to be able to meet that person's standards, whatever you want to say. So it's like, yeah, it's like, it's crazy. I feel like subconscious plays a big part, a big role in it.
It might even play more of a role than our actual conscious mind, which is crazy.
Yeah, I feel like the conscious mind, what I heard from the conscious mind is like everything goes past your conscious mind. It goes through, but it lands, whatever goes in routine lands in your subconscious mind. So if I think about like, let's say I want to eat pizza today. That's going to go past my subconscious mind. I'm going to go get the pizza. I'm be like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to make moves towards it. But if I want to eat pizza every second of the day, then I'm going to become an automatic pizza eater. Like I built an addiction to eating pizza now. This is the same way I feel like the subconscious creates your addiction. Rather that be a good addiction or a bad addiction, if it goes throughout your conscious so many times and lands into your subconscious mind, that's the type of person you're going to be. So it's crazy how we can always change our characteristics about it. You know what I'm saying? You can always become a different type. If I wanted to become a comedian, all I got to do is watch comedian. I don't even make jokes like that, but all I got to do is watch David Chappelle all day, every day. Picture myself as a comedian, look at jokes, do this and do that. At first it's going to feel uncomfortable. I'm like, I don't want to do no comedian stuff. I don't want to do this. But after like the first 3 weeks, my subconscious like, yeah, we got to look at comedian stuff. Like, I'm so entertained by this. It's so interesting to me. I'm curious.
Yeah.
So it really plays I feel like it plays a major role in the type of person that we are today, like the type of person that we became to be. Like,
yeah, that's why it's huge to be able to control your thoughts and be able to like silence the mind and take control of your conscious mind, because from there, and then you can take control of your unconscious mind, and then from there you essentially take control of your reality. That's kind of like putting it very simply. That's why meditation is so huge. The thing is most people, I'm speaking from experience, is don't know that you're being programmed. And I think that's huge. Like once you realize that everything is programming us, like the TV, this podcast, whatever it is, there's ideas that are being put into your head that are affecting your subconscious. And then from there, it's affecting your life. Like for instance, like music, like how much is music affecting our subconscious life? It has to be enormous, dude. Especially like the messages they say, and then they put it in like a rhythmic pattern. Like it has to be affecting us so much that we don't even pay attention to. And that's why it's so important to be able to quiet the mind. I mean, and, you know, just because like you meditate for 10 minutes a day doesn't mean you're going to be perfect and be able to, you know, go live in the Himalayan cave or something and be able to do it. It's just like, it's a start. Like it's just simply being able to start that process of knowing that we can control our minds. We can control our lives. It's huge because nobody tells us that.